I'm going to show you 6 ways to improve your self-awareness. Hi, I'm Michelle. If you enjoy my videos, please help support me by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to click notifications if you want to follow me for more. Okay, what is self-awareness? Self-awareness is when we're aware of our own thoughts, behaviors, feelings, the stress we feel, and the beliefs we have. Self-awareness is so important because it helps us achieve our dreams and goals so much faster. Become skilled at identifying your emotions, managing them, and communicating them. This is one of the most important things we can do for ourselves to empower us to make good decisions that are in our best interest. Okay, number 2 is discover. It's really healthy for us to discover what our shortcomings are. And once we do discover what those are, we can make decisions to change those behaviors so we can start seeing more positive outcomes. And it can be very difficult for us to even figure out what our faults are because a lot of the time we think, nah, I'm good. I don't have any shortcomings. Okay, but we actually all have them. Our egos can get in the way of acknowledging them sometimes because it's simply easier for us to just accept and ignore our faults than it is to have to put in any effort into overcoming them. Ignoring them may work for us in that moment because it feels better in that moment, but it's not actually gone. It's hiding in our subconscious. Number 3 is reflect. Once we realize something went wrong in our lives, whether it's forgetting to turn in our homework, or maybe burning dinner, we left it in the oven too long, or finding that we have a difficult time keeping good people around us. These are times to sit back, focus, and reflect on it. Ask yourself, is there something I could have done to make that go better? If it's a more difficult situation like having troubles keeping good people around us, that might be something that we struggle with. And if we don't know, it's okay to ask for help with that from a trusted person. But it's a good time to sit back and use your imagination to think about how would you want that scenario to go. Okay, number 4 is patterns. Start to see if there are patterns happening in your life. Do you have a pattern of negative things that tend to happen to you? Do you tend to keep thinking about the things you're not so good at? Is there a pattern of you looking at the negative things that keep happening in your life? Or do you focus on the negative traits of other people? Now stop and think a moment. What is that emotion you are feeling right in this moment? Okay, now let me ask you this. What are the things you are good at? Think about those right now. Make a list of them or say them out loud. Now do that again, thinking about what are some of the good things that are happening in your life right now. What are some good things you can think about your family and friends? It's okay if your mind jumps to some negative feelings because we can't control the thoughts that just pop up in our head. But we can acknowledge that they're there and then practice refocusing where we want our minds to be in that moment. It takes a lot of practice, and we have to be patient with ourselves because I promise you it does get easier over time if you keep at it. And if we practice focusing on the things that we're good at, it'll help us focus on the other good things that are happening in our lives as well. And that can lead us to a lot more abundance and freedoms in our lives. Number 5 is effort. Becoming skilled at regulating our emotional health and also discovering what our shortcomings are will empower us to make decisions that will help us thrive in life. Nobody said this would be easy. Nothing of what you appreciate in life is free. We really only appreciate those things that we put work and effort into. Otherwise, we become really bored of it fast. Be patient with yourself. As with any new skill you decide to tackle, it takes practice. Okay, last one is criticism. Once we become really good at identifying and managing our emotions and behaviors, we become really good at handling criticism. We cannot control what others think, feel, or do. We can only control our reactions to their behaviors. Although when it's constructive criticism about our behaviors, it does help us to keep an open mind. Sometimes people's perception is a little bit different, And when we listen to other people's feedback, we can gain new insight to things we maybe never considered before, grow to understand ourselves more and others. And it's okay to ask some questions to clarify if you don't understand where they're coming from. Communication's always great. Well, that's all I have for today, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.